Hey guys, welcome to Growin' and Crowin'. I thought I'd do a quick look back on how the first part of our lambing season has gone so far. Mid-January brought in nearly a foot of snow in our area, followed by an Arctic blast. Luckily, the ewes held out and didn't start lambing until the snow started melting just a bit. The first lambs born was a nice set of twins from a first-time mama. They were up and cleaned and already nursing when I came out to the barn in the morning. As soon as I feel like the mamas had enough time to bond with the babies, I go in and weigh them, spray their umbilical cords with an iodine, and make sure they don't need anything like Nutri-Drench, just to give them a little bit of energy.
Look at how cute you are, huh? You're a girl. You're a girl? You're alright. See, look. I'm good, Mom. Huh? I'm good. She's alright. Hold on.
What are the odds of that? Huh? Hey, buddy. Alright, come on, Mom. Back in here. I know. See, I gotta go back in here for a little. Hey, get out of there. You go out. You go out. You go in. We currently have two barns that we are using for our sheep. One's an old pull-together barn that we brought home from our neighbors years ago when we had goats. And the other is a new hoop shed that we put up this last summer. Once we had a second ewe have lambs, I moved all the new mamas and the babies into the new hoop shed where it was a bit brighter and drier. $12.37. You're a good sized lamb. Stand up, buddy. Mom. Spending a lot of time out in the pasture and in the sheep barn means walking through a lot of mud, but it's always worth it when you come into the barn and find two newbies. This mama did a great job. Her lambs were just super small, right around 5 pounds and under 5 pounds. So I supplemented each one with some colostrum paste just to get them going. The next day, I moved them out to the hoop shed to be with the other lambs, and I had noticed that the littlest lamb hadn't quite gone on its mom very well, so I had been milking out some of the colostrum and feeding it to him through a syringe, and had actually started to do a few bottles of lamb replacer to try to get him up and going. I did do some reading and realized that the problem was that the mom's udder was so engorged that the lamb couldn't get on it. So rather than using the milk replacer, I went out multiple times a day and milked her into the bottle and fed it directly to the lamb in hopes that it would get him stronger as well as bring the size of her udder down. It only took about a day of doing that, and it worked. The next day I went out to check on him, and he was up underneath his mama and going to town like he'd been doing it his whole life. After that, we had quite a few days where there were no lambs born until this morning when I went out at 4:30 and found this little one wandering around by itself in the dark. Okay guys, so this morning I came out and found this little girl running around the pasture by herself with no mom in sight. We had had a ewe that had kind of showed signs of starting to prolapse, so she was doing really good. Well, apparently after delivering this 16-pound ewe lamb, she didn't make it. She was one of my favorite ewes, of course, and so she didn't make it, but we now have this little peanut to, well, big peanut, to bottle feed. It's my hopes to document the rest of lambing season as well as life on our little farm. If you like this sort of thing, please like and subscribe and join us as we get this channel up and going.